Hi, my name is Umut Tosun. I'm the Application Technology Manager here at ZESTRON Americas. Today, I'd like to talk about various test methods to assess the cleanliness level of the post-wash assemblies. One could assume the complete removal of the residues as well as satisfactory cleaning results by looking at the condition of the wash bath. Now, how could we do it? We could take a look at the concentration level of the cleaning agent, which could be measured using a refractometer or a chemically targeted phase separation test method, or also based on some other sensing technologies. Furthermore, we can look at the pH level of the cleaning agent as well as the conductivity level, and plus an NMVR, which stands for the non-volatile residue detection. Now, of course, the direct measurement technique is necessary to obtain actual scientific data to ensure high cleanliness level. Now, among the direct measurement techniques, we can group these test methods under the standardized test methods, which are acknowledged by the industry, as well as the non-standard test methods, which could complement the standardized test methods. Among the standardized test methods, we could start with the visual inspection based on the IPC standard A610. We can make use of standard microscope with 10x up to 40x magnification. Now, if there are any invisible residues, then we can utilize the scanning electron microscopy as well as the energy dispersive spectroscopy, which could be also combined with Nomarsky interference contrast microscopy. And furthermore, aside from the visual inspections, we can also take a look at the ionic cleanliness level of the assemblies. Among the ionic cleanliness level test methods, we do have the ROSE test, which is known as the resistivity of solvent extraction test methods, as well as a more sophisticated one known as the ion chromatography test method. Ion chromatography is more used for the process evaluation and qualification, whereas the ROSE test is used as a process control tool to determine the bulk amount of ionic contamination levels. Aside from the ionic contamination test, we can also name the climatic chamber tests, which are known as the surface insulation resistance test, as well as the electrochemical migration test. Both actually measures the change in the resistance across the board surface over the course of time with varying environmental conditions, which are like the humidity and temperature. And if we are dealing with like non-ionic contamination, then we can make use of the FTIR test methods, which actually helps us to determine the non-ionic organic-based contamination on our assemblies. And lastly, we can also name the CORE test. CORE test stands for the coating reliability test methods, which actually detects or determines if there are any defects on the conformal coating material when applied on the board surface. Now, aside from the standard test methods, we also have the non-standardized test methods that could complement these standard test methods. Among those, there are test kit solutions out there that actually determines if there are any activator-based residues left behind on the boards after the wash process, or even resin or rosin-based nature. And if we want to measure the surface cleanliness level, we could also make use of the contact angle measurement or the dyne pen test to determine the surface energy level, because if we want to have a good adhesion or bonding power, we need to have a high surface energy level on our substrates. And of course, aside from the contact angle measurement, there are also quick test kits to determine the amount of copper, phosphorus, tin, and halides on our boards. Thank you.